Hooray for Hollywood. Oh, hello there. I'm Stan the Movie Man, and this is my weekly movie review. You can read my full review at stanthemovieman.wordpress.com. This week I went to see The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. It is the continuation of the events that occurred at the end of Catching Fire. Katniss is in District 13 in an underground bunker where a lot of the people from District 12 were taken after it was bombed into oblivion by the Capitol. Katniss is broken. She is having horrible nightmares and is withdrawn. She doesn't want anything to do with the rebellion. However, she sees a broadcast from the Capitol of the show that Caesar Flickerman hosts, and that show features Peeta Mellark. Peeta's alive, and they weren't sure of that after the end of Catching Fire. And he is encouraging the rebellion to lay down its arms and talking directly to Katniss, telling her, you know, can you trust the people you're working with, so on and so forth. Katniss doesn't believe he's actually saying these things of his own free will, but everybody in District 13 believes he's a traitor. She goes to President Alma Coin, and she's played by Julianne Moore, and says, I will be the Mockingjay, I will be the face of the rebellion on certain conditions. And one of those is that Peeta and the other tributes who were captured after Katniss destroyed the force field and the dome over the arena were rescued. They were actually captured by the Capitol, and she wants those people rescued and given full pardons. And President Coin agrees with it. So Katniss is being used primarily as a propaganda tool, and she is taken to District 12 so that she can see the destruction wrought by the Capitol after the events of Catching Fire. And this whole movie is being used to set up the final episode, Mockingjay Part 2. This movie is really talky. There is a lot of conversation about Peeta, about the other tributes, about strategy, and many, 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 many other things. There's not a huge amount of action, and that's okay, because this one is setting up what happens next, and that's fine. The groundwork is laid. This splitting up movies into two parts based on books is from, the Harry Potter, where they split up the 7th book into 2 movies. And that was a bad idea for that particular film. Everything that happened in the 7th movie could have been trimmed down a bit and put in the 8th movie. This one I'm not sure that they could, and probably they could have if they wanted to cut back a little bit on the emotional side of the story. But what action there is very good. And I enjoyed this film quite a bit. It's long, it's just over 2 hours. So plan your fluids carefully. And if you're new to the Hunger Games, you do not want to start with this one. You will be lost. You need to go back and see the Hunger Games and the Hunger Games Catching Fire before you see Mockingjay Part 1. If you do that, I think you'll find you'll enjoy it. And that's why I'm giving it 4 guitars. Or 4 stars, actually. I'll get that straight eventually. All you need to do is go to stanthemovieman.wordpress.com to read my complete review. You can also follow me on Twitter at MovieManStan, or send me an email, stanthemovieman@comcast.net. Till next time, toodles!